And welcome to Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium, home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. As we'll see the number 13 team in the country, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on the 4th-ranked team, the Alabama Crimson Tide. 3A Sports, I'm Chris Fowler, joined in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get this thing going. Alabama will kick it off to get us underway. The turn starts from inside the 5. Oh, he's got a crease here. Look out. Picks up some blocks. Still going. It's a foot race. Can they catch him? No! Touchdown! Special teams making a monster play. The returner gets the touchdown, but a bunch of guys contributed that time, Kirk.
Yeah, exactly right. The blocks up front really set the tone to be able to give him his chance. You don't see this happen very often in this game where a guy gets a chance to have a kickoff return for a touchdown. Everything has to be just perfect, and of course, he had the speed to be able to get it all the way to the end zone.
PAT is good, so it's 7-0. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And here's the return from inside the 5. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. And the wideout goes in motion. On first down, it's play action. Caught behind the line. It's Williams. And he's shoved out of bounds by the defense short of the first down marker.
I think it's important to kind of let your quarterback get into a rhythm early in the game. Sure, you'd love to see the big gains, but plays like this allow the quarterback to get settled into the game, find his rhythm, and then he can make the bigger plays later on.
Looking to throw. It's Simpson. Bringing pressure. Down he goes. It's a sack.
This is exactly how you can slow down the momentum and a rhythm of an offense. You got to get some tackles for a loss and some sacks. This time, they come up with a sack by getting after that quarterback.
So here comes 3rd and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. That's reeled in. It's Horton. They'll stop him short. The completion gained 5 yards, but brings up 4th down.
On 3rd downs like this, you can only allow completions in front of you as long as you can protect the sticks. And that's what the defense did here. They knew where the sticks were, and they're able to make the tackle short of the line.
And the punt team makes its way onto the field. It's a low punt, won't travel very far. You'll call for the fair catch here. First play looking to throw it. Caught over the middle. It's Burks. He's brought down quickly as short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker.
Well, you can tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
The completion makes it 2nd down. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. Caught! He's wide open. Look out! Tackle is finally made, but the gain is all the way to the 24.
But when they're throwing the football like this, it is really hard to defend this offense because of the timing of the quarterback with his wide receivers. Another good example of it there for the first down. Makes me harken back to guys like Sam Bradford and Jason White, their Heisman campaigns and the accuracy that they threw the football with. Great example of that right here by this OU quarterback.
Tackle is made, just a short gain after the completion.
Good completion here by the offense. Good timing between the quarterback and his slot receiver. But I really like how this defense, sitting back in zone, is able to get to the football and not allow any yards after the catch.
And the Sooners are in the red zone now. Grab behind the line. It's Burks. Zero running room. Stop right at the line of scrimmage. To throw, it's Mateer. Defense is coming after him. And now the ball comes out. A disastrous play from the start. So they retain possession. It's no turnover, but a big loss on the play.
Well, just like running backs, quarterbacks have got to do a better job of having awareness and taking care of the football. It felt like he got the ball away from his body there a little bit, allowing it to be knocked free. He caught a break because one of his own teammates was able to see that and get on top of the ball.
Hold on a second. The replay official has signaled that he wants to have another look at this play. So after taking a closer look, the officials are going to overturn that previous ruling on the field. So now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit. And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. Solid kick. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss on the play.
Now, you see this with a lot of backs. There's a tendency to want to try to bounce it to the outside. Now, sometimes the play calls for it, but you know the coaches are telling them to follow the blockers and execute the plan.
Rough start to the drive. They lose 4. Makes it now 2nd down and 14. Offense will keep it on the ground here. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Love this early in the game by this defense, taking control of the line of scrimmage, not giving this back anywhere to go, and they keep him short of the 1st down.
So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Fired into a tight window and picked off. You bring him down after a short return, but the takeaway at the 26-yard line is huge.
Oh, how I love when this happens. The big dog up front is working hard and snatched his opportunity. Good for him.
And the Oklahoma offense is back on the field. We're trying to build this lead here. Had to settle for 3 last time out. Makes the grab. It's Burks. Solid gain there. It sets up a 1st and goal at the 7. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the 1st down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this 1st down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but eventually get the 1st.
Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call. A mental error by the defense sets the offense up closer now. 1st and goal. Back to pass. It's Mateer. He's got it right near the end zone. And he scores. Touchdown, Sooners. Well, they began with great field position, and that didn't take long at all, Kirk.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an opportunity. Your defense sets you up in great field position. You're not looking for a field goal. You're looking for a touchdown. Give the credit to this offense for being aggressive and punching it in.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away.
Set to kick this one away.
Returner looking to make a play here. Coverage seemed flying down there. Good job. They limit the return. Not much there. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. They'll tackle him out across the 20.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I'd love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Using his legs, it's Miller. And they'll stop him after a short gain. It's third down after that run. Grab behind the line, it's Williams. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
One of the areas that separates good offensive coordinators from great ones is how efficient their offense is on third down passing plays. And that was a perfect call and really well executed.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 now. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. That run takes it across the 30-yard line.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Now it's second down here. Play fake, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. The pass is dropped, incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
Big shot here early in the game by the offense, but man, you got to give the defense a lot of credit. Not surprised at all or caught off guard, but it's aggressive chance by this offense in good position to take that throw away.
After the incompletion, they'll come to the line for a 3rd and 4. To throw, it's Simpson. The receiver grabs it. That'll pick up first down yardage very near the 40. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. This Alabama offense is moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake on first down. Makes the catch. It's Williams. Stop right near midfield. It'll be a first down.
It's a great play for the offense, but let's give all the credit to the offensive line for that play. The quarterback makes the throw, but he couldn't have done it without the time that they provided.
See what the call is on 1st and 10. A play action, looking to throw. Caught in the backfield. It's Portman. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
How about this defense? That is called team pursuit. Swarming to this wide receiver on the screen, not allowing him to get his momentum upfield.
That completion makes it 2nd and medium. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Caught quickly. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down.
I like how the quarterback used his eyes to move the defense and then came back and made an accurate throw there on the quick slant.
The drive stays alive with that first down completion. Ball handed off. First down and more. He's still running. They make the stop, but the offense is set up in scoring position. First down from the 23.
Well, I know people want to talk about the spread, and Alabama's offense has changed over the years, but at the end of the day, with this coaching staff, it still comes down to the line of scrimmage and the ability to pound the rock. Think about the backs they've had in recent years. Mark Ingram and Josh Jacobs, Derrick Henry, Jahmyr Gibbs most recently. This is an offense that still wants to control things up front and beat you down.
It'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
I mean, Chris, you have to admire this offense. They continue to try to sprinkle in the run game, even though it's not been able to really get established. But they're not just becoming one-dimensional. You got to respect that, and hopefully at some point it'll pay off.
Looking to throw. It's Simpson. Grab down the middle. It's Miller. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker.
The defense is so caught up in this guy running the football on this drive, they forgot to defend him coming out of the backfield. Nice positive play here.
12th play of this drive coming up. It's 3rd and short. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Swarm for the pass rush. A sack.
Finally, the defense is able to come up with a play on this drive. Let's face it, this offense has been able to put things together. Quarterback's had a nice drive, but finally, great job of getting the pressure and getting after that quarterback.
And they will trot out the field goal team here.
On the field goal.
And he's got it. No problem. Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. Fields it just outside the goal line. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. For the first play of the drive, they'll set up at the 16. And the quarterback keeps it here. The gain is 3 yards. Brings up a 2nd down and 7.
There's great discipline by this defense. Assignment football at its finest. Able to string the quarterback out, shut him down, prevent the first down.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Caught over the middle. It's Burks. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. With the quarter break, Kirk, Oklahoma has the lead. They jumped out to an early lead in that opening period. Let's take a quick look at the stats so far. We'll see if this game gets out of hand before halftime, the crucial 2nd quarter beginning right now. Looking downfield, it's Mateer. Oh, the pass rush gets home.
There's a nice sack by this defense, something that they've been looking for. They've been on their heels most of this football game. That time they were able to get after the quarterback and bring him down. Let's see if that can provide a bit of a spark. See if they can get a little bit of momentum going their way.
The Sooners will line up to punt it away. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. This is not the time to settle for field goals. They've got to find the end zone here. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Yeah, the quarterback to me looked like his timing and rhythm just off a bit there on this option. Picked up some positive yards, but not able to get out in the open space and get a first down.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Caught behind the line. It's Clinton. The defense makes the stop very close to a first down. One of those critical 3rd down plays coming up. They'll try to run for the first down. As the first down is still going. They move the ball across midfield and set up a fresh set of downs.
Man, I love the toughness from this offense here on 3rd down and short. Being able to get behind a big physical offensive line. They get a hat on a hat, get enough of a push, and the back is able to get behind there and find just enough real estate to pick up the first down.
It's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Well, another short gain for this offense on the ground, and you got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They have really negated that aspect of this offense the entire first half and really making them one-dimensional. And if that doesn't change, I don't know how they get back into this game.
Second down after that run on the previous play. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. Minimal gain brought down short of the marker.
Chris, I know it's not a huge gain. You didn't pick up the first down, but it's still early in this game. Never abort this running game. You keep working. It's kind of like a body blow in a boxing match. Keep wearing the defense down, and eventually you can hit a big one.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Back to throw. It's Simpson. Grab down the middle. It's Porton. Tackle made at the 36. It'll be first down. This offense in good position here.
One thing we know for sure, I don't know as a play caller, you can make that call without a quarterback who can throw it with a big arm. He put that on a rope.
This Alabama offense is moving quickly down the field. Play action here on first down. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker, inches away.
Well, it's a big risk to play man-to-man coverage by this defense, and this time they get caught. Great timing between the quarterback and his receiver. You can see what can happen when that timing is right. Big things can happen.
Shotgun empty backfield on second and inches. Grab near the sticks. It's Porton. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
You call quick out on third down? I think that tells you the confidence you have in a quarterback to be able to make that throw. And on top of that, a little surprised the defense would give that kind of cushion to be able to give him room to pick up that first down.
Moving the receiver around pre-snap. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Nice throw here by the quarterback. Goes with the touch pass. But, man, let's give credit to this defense. They are flying around, and he didn't get back to the line of scrimmage.
Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Movement here from the tight end. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Looking to the end zone. Looking for a touchdown, but it's incomplete.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
A perfect 2 for 2 on third downs this drive, but they'll need 10 yards here. Looking downfield, it's Simpson. The pass rush closing in. Into the end zone, has a lane. Couldn't quite get in. Tackled down at the 2-yard line. Excellent run.
These are the type of plays that are backbreakers for a defense. They thought they had him tied up. They thought they were going to be able to get him to the ground on the pass rush, but they're unable to do so. So he gets away, picks up a big first down, and now this sets up a first and goal inside the 10.
First and goal, they'll try to run it in. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. That's a second and goal play for the offense. Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper. He goes nowhere. Back-to-back stops by this defense.
Boy, the options dried up quickly for the quarterback here. Very, very fortunate he was somehow able to get back to the line of scrimmage.
They've been stopped on third down twice in the red zone already. Can they find the end zone this time? And he'll set up to throw. He makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama.
Oh, the defense completely blows it here. They lose the tight end. He's a real option for this quarterback, especially on third and goal. I'm surprised they wouldn't put a big safety or a linebacker right on top of him. He's open, quarterback made the throw, and they got a touchdown.
And they'll set up now for the extra point try.
For the extra point.
PHC is good. They still trail, though.
That makes the score Oklahoma 17.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. He steps out at the 21. That's where they'll start the drive. And the Sooners offense is back out on the field. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? Looking to set up a screen pass here.
A lot of times this can be a tough play to defend because you're so concerned with getting pressure on the quarterback. But here the defense does a good job of coming off of coverage and chasing down the receiver.
A completion makes it second and medium. Dropping back, it's Mateer. And it's caught in the crossing pattern. Tackle made at the 41. That's a nice gain. They're getting closer to the 50.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. No connection there. The pass is incomplete. Getting set. Here's second down. He breaks free. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
Wow, really good read here by this quarterback, and I love the call on the RPO. Now they got a shot here on third down. It's much more manageable than the hole that they had dug for themselves. Curious to see if they stay on the ground or are they going to go through the air. They have the option to do either.
An important third down attempt for this offense. Out of the gun now on third down. Finds his man. It's Gibson. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything seems to be working. The coordinator is calling good plays. The quarterback and the rest of his receivers and running backs are executing. And frankly, this defense is showing almost no resistance.
Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Grab behind the line. It's Burks. Offense getting set. It's second down. To the air. It's Mateer. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up third down. Back to throw again. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a fourth down.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points, but they could have more. They got to be thinking about going for this on fourth and short.
So now on comes the field goal unit. He was perfect on his first attempt, but this is tougher from 49 yards away. Oh, and he missed it. The kick is no good. After the miss, it's still a 7-point lead.
Now that's going to go down as an empty possession for this offense. No points as he's off target. Now you can see he's hanging his head. Poor kicker.
Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. They scored a touchdown on their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. They bring him down after a short gain there. Second down play coming up for this offense. Delayed handoff. Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
Well, a lot of times as a play caller, you go to the draw play because you feel the defensive front is just consumed with trying to get pressure on the quarterback. They go with the draw, but the defense is completely locked in. Does a nice job of showing discipline to completely negate the play.
To throw, it's Simpson. Taking a shot deep down the right side. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
And at 4th down, they'll punt it away here. This will be fair caught at the 30. Okay, so here comes the Oklahoma offense back on the field. The last drive was demoralizing. They stalled and then missed a field goal. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there. They bring him down, but the junior quarterback showing off the cannon.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
It's a run. Running back's got it. And the defense able to hold him there to a short gain. The Sooners and the Crimson Tide are a rematch of a very memorable game last time. Oklahoma had a brutal year, coming off some tough losses, but they circled the wagons. They played really inspired at home, and Alabama just didn't show up. It was just a crushing loss for their playoff chances. They put 3 on the board. That's it.
Yeah, just another reminder of what makes college football so unpredictable. Alabama was starting to build some momentum and looking like they would be a team that would be destined to make it into the playoff. And of all games, to show up flat, just didn't look inspired against Oklahoma, who was having a down year. They caught the Sooners looking to make their season with a landmark win, and the Sooners capitalized on that and just ruined any hopes of a playoff for Alabama.
To the air, it's Mateer. And the quarterback finds an open target on the crossing route. And they get the conversion there. Set up now 1st down at the 38.
What a nice find there by the quarterback on 3rd down. One of the most telling stats for me at the end of the game is how you do on 3rd down. Being a good 3rd down team is invaluable to your team's offensive success. That's why you drill it so much in practice.
The first down.
Second down play coming up. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
Boy, nice job by this defense being able to diagnose the counter play. You know, when you run that counter, you're hoping the illusion of the offense going one way and then coming back the other. The defense buys into it. But they didn't buy it at all here, and they come up with a nice loss.
3rd down play here out of the shotgun. Caught near the sticks. It's Burks. They make the stop, but it'll be 1st and 10 now from the 18.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on 3rd down, get him the ball.
The Sooners with 1st and 10 here. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. He's tackled, but down at the 9-yard line. Defense getting pushed around. The offense will call a timeout. That's their 2nd of the half. So here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. Looking to pass. It's Mateer. And he's got it. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
I'll tell you what, in this first half, this quarterback seems to be making all the right reads and showing the accuracy that he's shown all year long. Outstanding pass, great conversion. They put 6 more on the board.
And they'll set up for the PAT.
Is on for the extra point.
With the extra point, the lead is 14.
That makes the score. Oklahoma 24, Alabama 10.
So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. He'll return it from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. So here we go, the first play of the drive, less than a minute to play before halftime. Pass caught. He picks up 9, so just short of the first down, 2nd and 1. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. And completion makes it 2nd and short. Off an RPO, the quarterback looks to his right. Offense stops the clock with their 2nd timeout to talk strategy.
I love the call here by the offensive coordinator, getting this wide receiver involved early in the game. Obviously a long way to go, but you want this receiver to make a big impact today and get his confidence established early.
And heads out of bounds after a decent gain.
Anytime a quarterback and a receiver are in sync, you got a chance to make a very successful play. Great job here by the offense.
2nd down after that previous play. Back to throw. It's Simpson. Caught over the middle. It's Young. They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage. The offense will now quickly spend a timeout. Got a solid drive in the making here. First down at their own 43. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Catch made on the out route. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Chris, it's so much fun to watch the athleticism at the wide receiver position nowadays. The ability to make plays on the outside is extraordinary. And they bring a certain toughness, too, that catches my eye.
So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. The pocket breaking down. Grab down the middle. It's Young. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And the Sooners will kick this away to get the second half going. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. The running game's really been held in check so far. Let's see if they can get it going or if they choose to pass and try to cut into this lead. The short hands. It's Young. Breaks loose at the 40. Finally, they make the tackle, but this defense reeling after a huge explosive play.
Man, the defense seems to be all about loading up to stop the run. They're creating some one-on-one opportunities, and the quarterback and receiver make them pay for it with a great play.
That massive gain has set him up at the 41-yard line, enemy territory. Scanning the field, it's Simpson. Pulls it in, it's Portland. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
Chris, a really great job here with the quarterback and the receiver. This is all about timing. Quarterback gets back, no hitch in his delivery, gets the ball out in front of the receiver where he can run away from the defender for a nice completion.
Here's the toss play now, running to the right. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Urgency now for the offense that hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. They make the stop at the 25, but it's 1st and 10 for this offense. This Alabama offense is moving quickly down the field. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on 1st down, that's a win.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Here's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. Pressure is coming. Looking to scramble now. Touchdown! Crimson Tide! As the QB fights his way into the end zone.
Wow, 1 minute this quarterback is surveying the field for an open receiver. The next, he's pulling it down, tucking the football, and putting into the end zone for touchdown himself.
Here comes the point after attempt.
The kicker on for the extra point.
PAT up and good. They trail by a touchdown, 24-17. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the coverage team brings him down at the 26. And the Sooners offense is back on the field. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Burks. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
How about the arm strength from this quarterback? He really didn't have any other option than to put it right in there and give it everything that he had. Great timing and a good job of squeezing that in between the defenders.
Completion sets up a 2nd down play. They'll try the ground game here. Spinning out of the tackle. And it's good for a 1st down to the 36.
And that's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. Don't forget, good blocking up front by the big fellas. And this running back, he just seems to have a nose for that 1st down marker. A few more runs like this, and he's going to be getting into a rhythm for sure.
1st down here for this offense. Grab behind the line, it's Burks.
The 1st down pass.
Important 2nd down play coming up. Dropping back, it's Mateer. Pulls it in, it's Burks. And he picks up the 1st down before they get him to the ground. The Sooners come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. On the shotgun, it's a handoff. He's past the marker and still going. They get him down, but not before he moves the football to the 32.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on 1st down.
Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. He'll hand it off. And this time he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Defense all over him that time.
The offense has had really good rhythm in this drive. Running the ball, throwing the football. Seems like every play has been positive yards until that stop right there by the defense.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. defense all over. They stop him right at the line. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back. Looking to throw for the first down. That's caught. It's Gibson. Tackle made at the 21. This offense in great scoring position now. That's good execution on the pitch and catch to pick up the first down there. Nice conversion.
A really nice conversion here. To me, the route is what separated this play, and the fact that he's able to get to this point downfield, and by the time he turned around, that ball is on him. So nice route and nice hands there to be able to pick up the first down.
Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
Well, they're just fundamentally sound, right where you want to be after the completion. Nowhere to go after that catch.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Dropping back. It's Mateer. Lets it fly to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete. Conversion right now. Looking to chuck it again. Caught in the backfield. It's Gibson. Second effort. Their defense cannot stop him short of the marker.
Well, this is why they want to get his hands on the football as often as possible. We always know about his ability to make plays downfield, but here they just get it to him quick on a wide receiver screen. He shakes the tackle and picks up nice yards.
And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. Looking to the end zone. Oh, it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown.
That ball just seemed to sail on him. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch and bounce, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Touchdown, Sooners! This offense is still clicking. Can you say methodical? A marathon march, Kirk, just pounding away and wearing down that defense.
They just kept moving the sticks and moving the sticks until they got into the red zone, and they just kept moving the sticks until they got into the end zone. What a drive.
And now the try here for the extra point. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead.
That makes the score Oklahoma 31, downbound 17.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away.
Kick it away.
Return starts from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. They were clicking last time. Great protection. The pitch and catch was solid, right down for a touchdown. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
I mean, this guy's having a dream day. Already over 200 yards through the air. Now showing you what he can do with his feet. This guy's a complete package under center.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Looking to pass. It's Simpson. With the catch, it's Adams.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
That completion makes it second and medium. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Quick throw complete to the tight end. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. First down. Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Grab down the middle. It's Williams. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball to the plus 40.
Great execution on the RPO. Quarterback does a nice job as he's putting the ball into the belly of the back, making sure to read his key. This defense was determined. They came up to stop the run. Quarterback saw it, pulled it out, hit the quick slant right behind it for some great yards.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Nowhere to run up the middle. Well, they don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Hit just, he throws the ball.
Man, you got to love this if you're a defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
3rd down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. Back to pass. It's Simpson. Catch made on the right side. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
At the 35-yard line. 4th down coming up.
The decision is not to go for it on 4th down. Here comes the field goal team. This will be an attempt from 52 yards. Let's see if he's got the distance. The kick is good. He knocked it right down the middle.
Boy, this guy had plenty of leg here, too. Chris, you remember the days when a kick from 50-plus was a major accomplishment? Now these guys knock these out like they're almost automatic.
They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. And here's the return from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Here's the first play of the drive now from that 20-yard line. They'll run it to the left. Solid run. They'll bring him down to the 28-yard line.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run, you can go to play action, and really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Handoff here from the shotgun. The Sooners are looking to keep this drive going.
Well, good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases, to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the 1st down.
A solid run, good for 1st down yardage. Caught over the middle. It's Sategna. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion. Check out how he's been spreading the football around between his targets, getting everybody involved in this game. We're set now for the 4th quarter. Who's going to make the crucial plays to take home this W? Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. Breaks free. Tackle, but 1st down.
What I love here with the quarterback is he knew exactly where he needed to go to get that 1st down.
And the Sooners look to keep this drive moving. On 1st down, it's play action. Grab down the middle. It's Burks. Breaks one tackle, gets brought down, but picks up some decent yardage.
Now the receiver does all the work here. Man, that is easy living for this quarterback. Really good footwork by the receiver, gets the separation, and at that point, it's just pitch and catch for the quarterback.
The offense has done well to chew some clock here. Now they'll come up on 2nd down. Looking for some space. It's Barnes. The Sooners keep the football on the move.
Well, this offense just seems to get more confident as this football game is played out. They've got a nice lead. Here they are in the fourth quarter, just working that clock, possessing the football, and trying to get out of here with a nice, solid victory.
The Sooners getting set on 1st and 10. Scanning the field. It's Mateer. Grabbed by the receiver. And look at the speed there. They finally bring him down, but it's a nice gain.
Chris, another accurate throw by this quarterback, and this guy has just been on fire all game long, over 200 yards passing, but more importantly, making great decisions for this offense and put them in a position to win this game.
Keeping it on the ground here. A gain of 2 yards, and now it's 2nd down and 8.
Now I like the run play here, and offensively at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
Here's the 2nd down play. Caught behind the line. It's Burks. Headed for the end zone. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Oklahoma. That's another strike from this quarterback, Kirk. He is having himself a day.
This guy's just having one of those days you dream about against his secondary. But let's also give credit to the wide receivers doing a nice job of getting open, and the big fellas up front for giving him enough time to throw.
And now here comes the point after attempt. Extra point up and good. They build the lead to 18 here in the final quarter.
That makes the score Oklahoma 38, Alabama.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away.
Set to kick this one away.
Looks like the returner will try and field this one. And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. They were fortunate to get points on the last possession because of a long-range field goal. Quick throw to the left. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
Hey, it's positive yards, right? That's never a bad thing. But let's face it, Chris, these guys got a long way to go in a short amount of time to do it. So let's get the ball downfield and let's get out of bounds to try to preserve that clock.
Now it's 2nd down here. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Interesting play call here. 3rd and short inside their own 20. They want to get this drive going, or a punt could give the opponents excellent field position. He's got it in the open. Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball at the 31.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down. Dropping back. It's Simpson. Makes the throw across the middle of the field. Catch made in space. Look out. Tackle is made, but the junior quarterback shows off his arm strength that time.
How about the offense here dialing up a good zone beater? Let's give credit to the coordinator for calling the right play at the right time and the receiver finding the hole in that zone.
Putting together a nice drive now. It'll be 1st down close to midfield. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Lets it go quickly. Caught over the middle. It's Horton. They finally stop him. It's a huge gain down to the 23.
Now the offense is taking advantage of the defense kind of sitting back with this lead. That's back-to-back plays of big yards. You know, it's a bend but don't break mentality from this defense, but they might want to reevaluate because this offense is moving the ball too quickly down the field.
He'll hand it off. Breaks into the clear.
Running back with the carry.
And the defense smothers him for no gain.
How about the discipline of this defense here on second down? You're anticipating a pass. They've got pretty much everybody covered. And then once the back has the ball, how about the speed to be able to bring him down? Now it's third down.
Here we go, 3rd and short on the 7th play of this drive. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Here's the target, and it's complete. They bring him down at the 7. The offense set up now with a 1st and goal.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
Pre-snap motion from the offense. Here's the handoff on 1st and goal. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
See if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Looking to score, they'll run it to the right side. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
What a great job there by the defense, reading that play, pursuing to the football. Nice loss of yardage there on 2nd and goal. And now it's 3rd and goal for the offense.
And the offense facing a 3rd and goal from a long way away. Looking to throw. It's Simpson. Launching one to the end zone. No, and he dropped it. The would-be touchdown could not come up with the football. Now it's 4th down.
Boy, Chris, it has been tough sledding today for the old man under center. At this point, you just hope he's able to get out of this game healthy.
A field goal here doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 on 4th down. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Launching one to the end zone. But it's incomplete. A 4th down stop. Turnover on downs. Quarterback still with the football. That's the spin move. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Not exactly the outcome this offense was hoping for here on the option. I'll give them credit. They didn't lose anything, so it wasn't a negative play. But this kind of play's got to be able to hit big and get down the sidelines for big yards.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And the game will pick up the 1st down. Tackled at the 22.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. That's reeled in. It's Gibson. They bring him down quickly. A short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker. Getting set. Here's 2nd down. After the completion, just short of the 1st down marker.
Well, the defense didn't have any time at all to get pressure on the quarterback. He gets the ball out of his hands pretty quickly on the hitch to the receiver.
So ball at the 30. This is a manageable 3rd down play for the offense. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And the Sooners look to keep this drive moving.
A nice little simple touch pass here by the quarterback, getting the ball out to the receiver who's in motion. Look, that doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a 1st down. And no offense is ever going to say no to moving the chains.
The Sooners are on the move here. It's a quarterback keeper. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Working clock with the ground game. Nowhere to run on that play. They've got him in the backfield. That's a loss of a yard.
Things just appear to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that one. Give credit to the front seven of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
7th play of the drive coming up, but it is 3rd down and long. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. To throw, it's Mateer. Catch is made behind the line of scrimmage. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
The offense gets some positive yards here, but they're going to be short of the first down marker to set up 4th down. Really good job by the defense of tackling and the awareness to keep him short of that first down marker.
The Sooners will bring their punt team on the field now. Looking to kick it away for the 2nd time. And he takes it around the 20. And the return will be brought down. Here's the first play of the drive now, set up at the 24. First down, looking to throw the ball. Grab behind the line. It's Young. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
Well, this offense has a long way to be able to get back and potentially win this game, but they're doing the right things, managing the clock, picking up good yards, and getting out of bounds.
One play, and they're already past the 40. 1st and 10. On the run, it's Young. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Come to the line for 2nd down and very short now. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Running back has it on the screen now. And he never had a chance, tackled in the backfield. And now the offense will call a timeout. Something the coach didn't like about this. Crucial play coming up. Here's the handoff. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Loss of 1 on the play. Now, a 4th down.
The offense couldn't convert on 4th down the last time in this situation. Let's see if they can this time. Back to pass. It's Simpson. It's complete. That's enough for a first down. The offense calls a timeout here. That's their 3rd and final of the half.
That's what you love to see from the quarterback, recognizing the receiver is past the marker, and a good job by the receiver to know where he needed to go to get that first down.
Grab down the middle. It's Young. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
2nd down.
2nd down play coming up for this offense. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Contact as he let the ball go. And that's incomplete. Just 8 seconds remaining now.
Now, this defense has done such a great job of disrupting the timing with his quarterback and his wide receivers. Sacked him multiple times. Consistent pressure. Just dominating performance.
Here we go. 3rd and short on the 7th play of this drive. Looking for a man. He's running out of time here. Escapes the pocket. The tackle is made. The clock runs out, and that will do it. Well, this one, defied everyone's expectations except this lower-ranked team. Nobody gave them a chance not just to win, but to blow out this respected team.
They came in at the very beginning of this game. You can almost feel it, a chip on their shoulder. Every single possession, they seem to be locked in on both sides of the football. Now, what can they do with a win like this, realizing how good they are capable of playing? Be interesting to watch down the road.
And that is going to do it. We enjoyed being here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.